The geniuses at Politico.com deemed last night's debate the worst ever. On its blood-boiling effect on me alone, I beg to differ. Do you want to know what got me fuming? It was this moment.
Now, Senator McCain suggests that somehow, I'm green behind the ears and, I'm just spouting off and he's somber and responsible.
Thank you very much.
Senator McCain, this is the guy who sang Bomb, Bomb, Bomb Iran.
I hate to even go into this. I was joking with an old veteran friend who joked with me about Iran. But the point is that I know how to handle these crises.
Wait a minute. I actually remember how this went, and that's not how it went. We weren't eavesdropping on a private conversation. McCain sang the Bomb Iran song at a campaign event into a microphone in front of a crowd.
That old Beach Boys song, Bomb Iran, bomb, 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 bomb. Anyway,
After that, the McCain campaign was apparently so proud of the Bomb Iran song and the shocked reaction it got nationally that the following week, the original Beach Boys song, Barbara Ann, was played as warm-up music repeatedly at McCain campaign events. Senator McCain last night kept up his habit also of boasting about his affinity for America's veterans and their political issues. When a Navy vet asked a question, McCain walked over and touched the man before answering his question. The problem here is the record on Veterans Affairs, of which Senator McCain frequently brags. In their latest congressional report card, Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America, IAVA, gave John McCain a D as in do, for his record on legislation friendly to veterans. The report cited McCain's failure 6 different times to vote on recent measures to expand veterans' benefits. Today, VoteVets.org also targeted Senator McCain as part of a new ad campaign.
But when a new GI Bill came up in Congress to help today's vets go to college, John McCain, you skipped the vote for a political fundraiser in San Diego.
To a significant number of veterans, John McCain does not appear to be the preferred candidate when offered the choice between Barack Obama and John McCain. What boils my blood here is the prospect that voters' assumptions, drawing from John McCain's biography and his legislative record, are two very, very different things. And in the end, what I need to be talked down about is the idea that John McCain is getting credit that he really is not due. Here to attempt to talk me down is Paul Rieckhoff, Executive Director and founder of Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America. Hi, Paul. Nice to see you.
Great to be with you.
The new report card that you have put out on the legislative record on veterans issues for 2007-2008 congressional year gives John McCain a D. How do Barack Obama and Joe Biden do?
Barack Obama gets a B. Joe Biden also gets a B. About 150 folks in the Senate and House did get A's. Overall, it was a very good year for Congress. They passed the largest funding increase in 77 years, and they passed a historic GI Bill. But for McCain and for Obama, the most critical issue here was attendance. McCain missed 6 of 9 of our key votes, and Obama actually missed 4 of 9. Senator McCain missed more votes than Senator Tim Johnson, who was in a coma. Okay, Senator Biden and Senator Senator Obama and Senator McCain both missed more votes than Senator Ted Kennedy, who had a brain tumor. So it's about showing up. You can't support vets if you're not there to vote on their key issues. And unfortunately, Senator McCain was absent for 6 of those 9 key votes.
And talking about a key issue, one of the votes that he missed, that Senator Obama did not miss, I should point out, was the new GI Bill. Senator McCain was had a sort of unusual role in the formation of the GI Bill this year. He did, in the end, try to take sort of credit for it. He was thanked at the outset of the signing ceremony, but he was not involved as an original co-sponsor on this legislation. Isn't that right?
Correct. There were 53 original co-sponsors from both sides of the aisle. Eventually, right-wing folks like Senator Warner got involved with folks on the left like Senator Webb. Every major veteran services organization in the country supported it, more than 3/4 of the House. So this was kind of a legislative locomotive. And one of the only blocks along the way consistently was Senator McCain. So it's not a partisan issue here. The GI Bill had tremendous support, and he was just really behind this legislative issue. Now he's made attempts to go back and say he was holding out for transferability. Transferability, being able to transfer your GI Bill benefits to your family members, was already in the law. It was at the discretion of the Department of Defense. So it's kind of a red herring there. But the reports all are out there now. Everybody can check the vote. Go to veteranreportcard.org. You can check their votes and everybody else who's up for re-election this year.
Paul, I know that IAVA is a totally nonpartisan organization. You guys do not make endorsements. You don't make political contributions. But I have to ask you politically, looking at this presidential race, when you see things like John McCain going over and touching that man on the shoulder, sort of ostentatiously in the audience last night, when you see him talk so frequently about his love for veterans, and you know through painful experience the distance between the way he talks about and sort of the symbolism that he wraps himself in around veterans issues and what he has done as a politician, do you think there's any hope of bridging that gap in people's minds, making people recognize that he hasn't actually been that great on veterans issues as a politician?
I hope so. You know, that's why we created this report, and not just for Senator McCain, but for everybody. There's a lot of empty rhetoric in Washington about people who support the troops. And looking through these records, looking through defense appropriations votes, looking through votes on the GI Bill, it's not a sexy thing. But we've kind of done the hard work and made it completely transparent and let the votes speak for themselves. But being a veteran alone does not mean you're strong on veterans issues. You can be Dennis Kucinich got a good grade, and he's been against this war as much as anyone. It's about the votes, not about your veteran status, and we made it entirely transparent.
Paul Rieckhoff from Iraq and Afghanistan Veterans of America, it's nice to see you.
You too. Thanks so much.